The special court in Mapusa on Friday heard the arguments of the lawyers of the opposition leader Pratapsing Rane and his MLA-son Vishwajeet in their anticipatory bail applications in the extortion case booked against them by the Goa Police's special investigating team probing the illegal mining scam. The case was booked after mining company alleged that the Ranes opposed their mining and prospecting lease in Sattari with the intention of extorting money. Balchandra Naik, the chairman and managing director of the company, has also alleged in his written statement to the SIT that the Vishwajeet demanded and accepted ₹6 crore from the two directors of his company to stop opposing the mining operations at Poriem, the constituency represented by the Senior Rane for nearly 4 decades. Prasad Kirtane, who has been appointed as special public prosecutor for the case, said the arguments of the applicants, the Ranes, were heard by the court, which has been fixed the matter for now August 1st, to enable him to reply to the arguments.
The disproportionate asset case against Speaker of the Goa Assembly, Rajendra Allekar, came up for hearing today before the Goa CBI court. The judge P.V. Savoykar has adjourned the matter to August 12th. The judge has directed that fresh notice be issued to the Secretary of the Goa Legislative Assembly regarding the contempt of court application that I had made against Rajendra Allekar and the Chief Minister of Goa, Manohar Parrikar, because after the complaint was filed, the Chief Minister publicly threatened that he would initiate breach of privilege proceedings against me. After that threat, I had moved this application against Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar and Rajendra Allekar that they were trying to intimidate me. So now fresh notice has been sent to the Secretary Legislature today. The court has adjourned the matter for August 12th because I have objected to a government advocate appearing to defend the anti-corruption branch in this issue. I have explained to the court that my application is under 156(3), seeking an FIR against Rajendra Allekar, and the accused directly or indirectly has no right to be heard. So I have objected to Mr. Prasad Kirtane appearing as the government advocate. In fact, he is trying to appear indirectly for Rajendra Allekar. This is not acceptable because the court just has to assess the papers, examine the complaint, and once the offense is made out, the court has to direct registering of the FIR. I have explained to the court that the latest judgment of the Supreme Court mandates that the FIR has to be registered, but the anti-corruption branch has acted as caged parrots and tried to shield Rajendra Allekar just because he was the Speaker of the Assembly. The complaint of disproportionate assets against Rajendra Allekar is very clear. He bought a plot worth 72 lakhs at Poriem when he had in his affidavit declared that his annual income was only around 2 lakhs. So this is a clear case of disproportionate assets, and the whole thing has to be proved. Again, some of the material had been later given to the ACB, so the whole complaint and all the allegations against Rajendra Allekar have to be investigated, and his assets are clearly disproportionate to his known sources of income. So all this material now is before the court. I'm sure the court will decide what is right, and court will also decide whether Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar and Rajendra Allekar have committed contempt of court by threatening me with breach of privilege against me.